Hi Booktube, it's your girl Ash, and today I am back with another video. Today's video is a book talk on This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. This is book 1 in the Monsters of Verity duology. This story is set in a world where monsters are bred through violent acts. You have three types of monsters. You have the Corsai, who are bred from non-lethal violence. You have the Malachi, who are born from murders, and then you have the Sunai, who are born from mass tragedies. The story follows Kate, who is a girl who wants to be a monster. Her whole goal is to impress her father. She wants to be just like him. And August, who is a Sunai monster who wants to be human, and he is constantly battling his inner demon to just be good and to just be human. He desperately wants to be human. That is at the core of his story. I gave this book 5 stars. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am not a fantasy reader. I'm dipping my toe into it now, so I think I can say that this is the perfect book if you're looking to ease into fantasy, because I know a lot of times for me, I have trouble getting into fantasy, and I put many of fantasy books down because the worlds were so complicated. They threw a million different characters at you within the first chapter, and it's like I would get to chapter 3, I wouldn't know what was happening, who they were talking about. It was just a jumbled mess. I would get frustrated and put the book down. And I think this book is so good for getting into fantasy because it is simplistic. I don't mean in Victoria Schwab's writing style. I mean that it's a pretty cut and dry, straightforward world, and you're following really two characters. There are side characters, but they're not really delved into. It's just about Kate and August. When we first get into the story, I found that I loved August's perspective more, and now I understand why. Because in the middle of reading the book, I watched an interview, and Victoria Schwab said that Kate's perspective is the adult part of her book, and August's perspective is the YA. She wanted to bridge the gap between her YA readers and her adult readers, and I think she did that so flawlessly. That's why I'm so excited to pick up A Dark Shade of Magic, because if you've seen my library book sale haul, I got A Darker Shade of Magic, which I'll leave somewhere linked in the cards, the description box down below, if you would like to see what else I got. But Victoria Schwab, she has made a fan. I just want to read everything from her now. I just want to just take it all and just have a reading fest with her books. I was so into this story. Um, I love the character development. It gave me Romeo and Juliet type vibes, but there is no need to worry. This is an aromantic book. There is nothing but, at first, a begrudging friendship between the two because they're on the run for their lives and they are trying to stay safe, and so they have to put some degree of trust into each other. The plot twist at the end just blew my mind. I did not see it coming. I thought it felt like Victoria Schwab had set it up for you to think it was one character, and then right until the very end has you believing it's that character, and then she just turns and it's a totally different character, and I was shocked because I thought I had it down packed and I did not. I was so far off, and the ending destroyed me. I cried a couple of tears. I had to put the book down, pause a little bit, get myself together to read the end. And that ending, I think I know who it is at the very end of the book that gets up. I think I know, but I won't be for sure until book 2 comes out in June, which is Our Dark Duet, which I am so excited to read. I am putting it on hold at the library. And so, yes, I could gush about this, I feel like a million minutes, but I just want to reiterate that I gave this 5 stars. I think it is the perfect book if you are new to fantasy and you're like me, you struggle with these overly complicated worlds and a million different characters thrown at your face. I think this is essentially the kiddie pool of fantasy. And I think Victoria Schwab did an amazing job at bridging the gap between her YA fan base and her adult fan base. And I just want everybody who hasn't read this book, which I'm probably sure I am the last one, because this was the talk of the town on BookTube, to go out and get this book. You won't regret it. You'll have such an amazing time, and the twist will just leave you aching for the next book. So that's my spoiler-free review of The Savage Song, Book 1 in the Monsters of Verity duology by Victoria Schwab. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and come hang out with me on all of my social medias, which will be linked in the description down below. And share this video. It will be graciously appreciated. And as always, until we meet again.